It appears that we as a society have forgotten a few vital values, and are commonly turning into extra immature as a result. There doesn't appear to be a differentiation among manliness and selfish chauvinist conduct in a variety of humans' minds. That's honestly unhappy. You have humans pronouncing such things as 30 is the brand new 20, and grown guys appearing like entitled spoiled children. The reality is that when you've stepped into your mid-20s, you ought to have won sufficient lifestyles enjoy with the intention to behave like a mature adult. The component is, few younger humans, and too few older humans as well, I'm unhappy to say, don't certainly understand what it approach to be a mature guy. The honestly mature guy is a robust and assured character, a diligent provider, passionate and being concerned lover, courageous protector, trouble solver, cautious listener, a secure port in a typhoon and a pal you could depend upon. Being an assured character who is aware of a component or approximately lifestyles, is aware that others depend upon him and has his priorities straight. A mature guy will by no means showcase behaviors related to inexperienced, immature and vulnerable humans. Here are the matters that mature guys don't do. 1. They don't allow worry hold them from attaining happiness and success. Fear, whether or not it's worry of failure, worry of being reprimanded or worry of being rejected, is something that maintains maximum guys back. Living in worry approach being docile and by no means seizing huge possibilities, which could negatively affect your profession, love lifestyles, interpersonal relationships and intellectual well-being. A mature guy is aware that worry is usually present, however he is aware of who to cope with it. He doesn't hesitate to position himself accessible and take a few risks, in particular whilst the simplest result to taking in movement could be a barely bruised ego or a chunk of discomfort. Mature guys stay at the very fringe of their consolation area and take common journeys into the wasteland that lies past that edge. 2. They don't do matters simply to thrill others. You frequently see younger men who begin operating out to electrify girls, guys who study up on wine tasting or artwork in order that others understand them as classy, and also you additionally have individuals who exit in their manner to encounter as smart, in order that their boss and coworkers will admire them extra. Mature guys aren't stimulated via way of means of what others suppose. Their moves are stimulated via way of means of an honest choice to enhance, research and broaden in a course that they themselves have chosen. They educate to be more healthy and stronger. They study books and take instructions to increase their know-how and broaden talents in regions that they locate beneficial or interesting. In different phrases, they understand who they're and what they need, and despite the fact that they admire others' opinions, their simplest ruled via way of means of what they trust is the fine choice. 3. They don't create an idealized photo of a lady of their thoughts. Many relationships collapse whilst immature guys realize that the photo of the suitable lady that they've placed on a pedestal and were admiring all this time doesn't certainly sync up with reality. Many men cross from zealous admiration to erroneous misogyny whilst their deluded expectancies aren't met via way of means of actual girls. Women are similar to guys. They have got their strengths and weaknesses, admirable developments and forgivable faults, goals and fears. The mature guy is aware of this and feels a lot extra relaxed with girls, seeing them as his equal, and might as a result broaden honest and healthful relationships. 4. They don't get baffled via way of means of a lady's phrases or moves. Even 11 though mature guys deal with girls as equals, they're aware about the easy reality that males and females are pretty exclusive on some of levels, e.g. from a biochemical, mental and social standpoint. We are delivered up in another way and our brains are stressed in another way, and a mature guy is aware that girls communicate, argue and are emotionally suffering from matters in another way than guys are. This is why this kind of guy isn't without difficulty baffled or angered via way of means of a lady's phrases or moves, and is extra than able to seeing matters from an exclusive attitude and selecting up on diffused cues. It's now no longer approximately thoughts reading, pretty much growing a deeper know-how of the woman's psyche and frame language cues. 5. They don't preserve grudges. Arguments will manifest among own circle of relatives members, pals, fanatics and coworkers. It's miles inevitable in case you spend a variety of time with a person. However, a clean signal of adulthood is the potential to chill off after a controversy and allow cross of all of the bad feelings. You will pay attention the phrases, "I'm sorry, forgive me, I become incorrect to do that, oh, simply neglect about approximately it's nothing, certainly," and "water beneath the bridge," spoken via way of means of mature guys, as they provide and get hold of apologies and pass on with their lives. Harboring resentment will poison your relationships and cause unhappiness. 6. They don't sense insecure approximately their look and style. Another huge problem many guys have is they sense insecure approximately the manner they appearance, get dressed and act. Insecurities cause worry, tension and anger, as a way to negatively have an effect on your lifestyles in lots of exclusive ways. Insecure guys are afraid to test with style as they don't need to be taken into consideration feminine, and that they don't sense kushti of their personal shoes. The global has evolved, and style sensibilities have notably changed. There are a variety of style add-ons that may be worn via way of means of each sexes, and also you don't even ought to sacrifice application for style. A mature guy is assured in his look and specific style sense, and doesn't care approximately some humans disapproving or making bad comments. 7. They don't distance themselves from their own circle of relatives. As the years cross via way of means of and we mature, preserving robust own circle of relatives ties turns into extra apparent. There are a few times in which it isn't feasible for an own circle of relatives to live close. However, maximum folks can find the money for to spend a chunk extra time with our parents, relatives, wife, and kids. Quality own circle of relatives time strengthens bonds, and a mature guy sees himself as being a part of a bigger codependent group. 8. They don't permit humans to bully them. There is a distinction among being confrontational and being assertive, and it isn't something that immature men certainly apprehend. Mature guys have the self-admire, strength of will and self-assurance to set and put in force boundaries. If others try and push too a long way and bully them, those guys will stand their floor and mission a robust dominant energy. They cannot be coerced into doing something that they don't need to do, nor will they take a seat down via way of means of and allow a person stroll throughout them. There isn't any want for them to hotel to violence or shouting in maximum cases, as they are able to clear up issues via way of means of status tall and talking up for themselves in a robust stern voice. 9. They don't moan and depression whilst confronted with demanding situations. Defeatism and moaning are matters that a mature guy sees no want for, and has no time for. When confronted with demanding situations, this kind of guy will stay collected, even supporting calm others and preserving their spirits up, and paintings on locating the proper answer. Often sacrifices ought to be made and lots of tough paintings positioned into fixing huge issues. However, this isn't something that guys ought to turn away from. It is an easy rule that those guys abide via way of means of both positioned forth a positive answer or live quiet till you could locate one. This makes the humans round them sense secure and live positive. 10. They don't see their activity as something uninteresting that they've to position up with. While a few humans simply view their jobs as something they want to push via mindlessly, that will cross domestic and do what they need, the mature manner of going approximately its miles to provide your fine at your activity and search for possibilities to enhance and take your profession to the following level. Mature guys realize that others depend upon them, so their profession is a totally huge priority. Constantly enhancing and striving to earn extra so you can offer for your family and nevertheless be capable of find the money for a few luxuries as a way to make you happy. That is the aim that those guys set for themselves. 11. They aren't afraid to do so and make tough choices. There could be instances in everyone's lifestyles in which tough choices want to be made, and to triumph over adversity you frequently want short questioning and the potential to do so on the proper moment. A mature guy will make reservations earlier whilst he desires to take his date out, speak to his boss approximately a promoting opportunity, take a seat down his pals down and speak them out of doing something silly despite the fact that it approach that they'll get mad at him, positioned himself in threat to guard his cherished ones or sacrifice his consolation to make sure their happiness. This doesn't imply that mature guys usually understand precisely what to do or have the potential to address any situation, however they'll try and the fine in their potential to make sure a positive outcome. 12. They don't set unrealistic dreams. Some humans will frequently get dissatisfied and stop due to the fact they have got set unrealistic dreams for themselves, proper from the begin, and are then not able to attain them. An vital element of adulthood is being capable of efficaciously gauge your skills and be sincere with yourself, which permits mature guys to set extra practical dreams. They are affected persons sufficient to devote themselves to slowly making development in the end and apprehend that the remaining aim isn't reaching short results, however sustainable results. 13. They don't allow their ego get the fine of them or act on impulse. In the stop, the mark of an honestly mature guy is his potential to hold his ego beneath test and in fact suppose matters via earlier than doing something. They apprehend that their moves may have undesired outcomes and appearance beyond the on-the-spot moment, making plans their moves via way of means of waiting for what's to come, like an skilled chess player. For example, they understand that taking place a buying spree will position them in dire monetary straits come the stop of the month, or that keeping a grudge and beginning a combat over little matters will simplest lead them to sense depressing with inside the stop. And there you've got it. The matters that a person have to research now no longer to do earlier than he may be taken into consideration a mature adult. No one is perfect, and we may want to all possibly paintings on a number of this stuff in our personal lives, striving to turn out to be higher guys overall.